Good Friday evening forecaster Mark Spencer with your evening forecast for January 9th, 2026. It's pretty quiet out there this evening. We do have more rain on the way though for your Saturday. No rain out there currently. It's all moved off to the east. Temperatures are also beginning to fall a little bit as well. They won't fall too far. We are going to turn colder though on Sunday. We'll see some snow across the area. Not really expecting much accumulation. Maybe some very minor accumulation in just a few spots. I'll talk a little bit about that coming up in just a moment. And then next week, another week of up and down weather. We'll warm up a little bit. We'll see rain and we'll also see the chance for some snow as well. Really unsettled pattern and perhaps some colder weather sticking around a little bit as we approach next weekend. I'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. Currently across the state of Ohio here, it's pretty quiet. We have mostly a low overcast kind of across the state this evening. Also some other layers of clouds moving across western Ohio. Our cold front's a little bit further east than what this projects. It's really a little bit east of the Ohio River currently, and the temperatures are continuing to fall, but again, they're not going to get too far with all that cloud cover in place, so don't expect bitterly cold temperatures by the morning or anything like that. Currently at 8 o'clock, it's 42 in Cleveland, Akron, and Youngstown, also 42 back in Toledo and Defiance. We're at 41 Mansfield, 45 Columbus, 43 Zanesville, 50 in Marietta, 51 Ironton's our warm spot, if you will, right now, and we're at 43 in Cincinnati. Most places in the rural areas are generally in the low 40s, perhaps a couple upper 30s out there as well. All right, on our future radar, this is going to take us through Sunday evening. We're going to have we're starting here at about 5 a.m. by the way, and we're going to have a few showers early morning across southern Ohio, perhaps. Then another batch of showers moves through Saturday night into Sunday. We'll see a little rain change over the snow, and then on the day on Sunday, it's going to be pretty unsettled aloft. We'll see some scattered showers just about anywhere across Ohio. A couple of them could be a little potent, some like brief little bursts of moderate snow, especially across northern Ohio. It could reduce visibility and cause some brief accumulation on the roads perhaps, so just use caution. Most of the accumulation will be on the grass, and I'm not expecting much. Maybe at most an inch where those snow showers can persist the longest. This will clear out by Sunday evening, and actually Monday's looking quite nice. We'll recover a little bit in the temperature department as well. All right, for tonight, we do get chilly, but we're not going to get too cold. We're not going to be in the 20s or anything like that. Low to mid 30s north, kind of depending on where you're at. And as you get further south, upper 30s to low 40s. Along the Ohio River, a little bit warmer, generally mid 40s. Cloudy. Now, again, by daybreak, could see some showers around south central or portions of southeastern Ohio. But it should be spotty, not quite sold on some of that coverage we saw earlier. We'll see that rain kind of move south to north, if you will, across the state during the early afternoon hours, and then we'll see some additional showers move in with that second cold front Saturday mid-afternoon into Saturday evening, and that will bring a nice little shot of cold air across the state. All right, for your Saturday, everybody's got a chance for rain. It's not going to be a complete washout. The day for a majority of Ohio is going to start out dry. Will generally be cloudy. Could see a couple breaks of sun in a few spots. They will not last real long. We're going to have a southerly flow pickup, so we'll have warmer air across the area, especially central and southeastern Ohio about mid to late afternoon. Northern Ohio, we're going to recover in the low to mid 40s. Same for northwestern Ohio, a little bit warmer across west central and southwestern Ohio. Not quite as warm as southeastern Ohio, though, as we get into the low to perhaps mid 50s. Our daily forecast is sponsored by Rural First. Okay, now, I also want to point out just real quick before we go to our 5 days, I know some of you guys like to watch. You're going to start seeing some talk about potential for big pattern change as we approach next weekend. This would be Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. And yes, there are signs of a pattern change coming that would drive cold air into our region, the Great Lakes and part of the eastern United States. Exactly where that sets up and how strong and when will also be a huge determining factor as to whether or not we see any precipitation, maybe some rain, or even some snow. Some models do show a system impacting our area with some snow, but others, they don't, not quite. It's all going to depend. So if you see this stuff floating around this weekend, just take it with a grain of salt. We still have a week to go, and things will definitely change. All right, what's in store for the next 5 days in your area? Let's take a look at our 5-day forecast.